Ryan Gass here at PTPGun.com, Firearms Training. Today we're doing the next series of our Streamlight reviews, and today I'm going to show you one of my Streamlight TLR-1HLs. As you might know, if you follow my page and our channel here, if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe. But I have many Streamlights I've been using over the years, and Streamlight TLR-1HL is just one of many that I have. This works real well. I have this on my everyday carry that I use, which is a Glock 17, and today we're just going to be using a Glock 17 blue gun. But this mounts right on the front rail, right, of that. I'm going to loosen this up a little bit. You don't need any tools for this. All right, crank it back down. All right, and with this, I use two different types of holsters with this, depending on what I'm doing. I either use the Bravo concealment outside the waistband, or also have a Safariland level 2 holster. But again, this also uses the CR123 batteries. It holds up pretty decent, although I don't obviously run through the batteries as much with this because it's mounted to my firearm, and I don't use this light as a flashlight. I use it if I needed to with my gun mounted to my gun. I actually just used it 2 nights ago. I had somebody come by and they were working on something in my chicken pen for me. They were putting actually a rabbit hutch together, but my chickens all got loose, and I was out for the day out doing a class, and when I got back, I had to gather all my chickens up and put them in the coop. And I was doing that. It was dark. It was like 9 o'clock at night, and I had my Streamlight headlamp on, using it for that, and I was gathering my chickens up, and I happened to look, and in the trees above where my chickens were hanging out, I saw some eyes reflecting in the light, and the eyes are too far apart for it to be chickens, so I figured it was, I didn't know what it was. I figured it was maybe a predator. So I went back in. I didn't have my gun on me at the time, so I went back in and got my Glock 17 with the Streamlight mounted to it, and I went back out there and had come down a little bit farther in the tree, and ended up being a possum. And with my light mounted to my Glock, I was able to better see and identify my target, and I decided I needed to take that possum out, and he's no longer with us. So sidebar. But I use this light. I have it mounted to my gun at all times. Most of the time, that's what I'm carrying is my Glock 17. If I don't, for some reason, if I'm not carrying my Glock 17, I'm carrying my Glock 26, which I don't have a weapon-mounted light for at all. But with that being said, I would obviously have a pocket. I would have a flashlight in my pocket, one of my Streamlights Pro Tags. But Streamlights have always done real well for me. Actually, the first weapon-mounted light I bought was when I was brand new to firearms, brand new to the gun world. I bought some piece of knockoff that looked like a Streamlight. It had a laser mounted to the bottom of it. It actually spent way more than what a Streamlight really goes for, and but that was my ignorance. I didn't know any better. But make sure that when you're getting a Streamlight, that you actually get a Streamlight. You don't get something that looks like a Streamlight that's one of those knockoffs from China and whatnot. If you want the quality of a Streamlight, you have to get the actual Streamlight. I guess you could say I am, to a certain extent, a fanboy of the Streamlights. I'm not sponsored by Streamlight, and nothing against other companies. One of the other big competitors, you say, would be Surefire. Surefire, they have pretty good products and whatnot, but theirs tends to be on the higher price side. And I have yet to see, not that it doesn't exist, but I have yet to see really a reason for me to have to spend that much more money for a little bit better quality, in my opinion. Not knocking them at all, great quality products, but Streamlight, for what you get for the money you spend, I've been satisfied for many years. I've never had one break personally. I'm sure people have, but from what I understand, Streamlight has a pretty good warranty process. But again, this is a TLR-1HL, very bright, high lumens, and again, it's battery powered. What I would like to see them do differently, and I imagine they're going to eventually, but I would love to see them do a rechargeable using the USB, so I don't have to run through batteries at all with that. So I can always keep it, charged to peakness. Because I have multiple Streamlights, so if I were to have a rechargeable Streamlight TLR, with USB, I would probably swap them out and make sure that I always have one mounted in my gun, but I can also swap them out and have one on the charger all the times. Because you don't want to pull your firearm out, have to be able to use it possibly, and your light is dead and you can't properly identify what your target is. So I hope to see them do that here soon, and definitely once they do release those, I will definitely be the first one to buy one of those and review those for you as well. But this particular one, I've used it for, I think this particular one, I've had it for about 1.5 years or so. It's held up real good. The one thing, obviously, anyone's going to know if you train with a gun like this is that you're going to collect a lot of residue on the front lens. So what I usually do with that, after a good training course one night where I fired a decent amount of rounds, I'll go through and I'll make sure I clean that off, because it can get pretty fogged up if you don't clean it up, especially after a couple hundred rounds. But for more reviews on this actual product and other Streamlights we have, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel here, hit that subscribe button below, as well as find our blogs on PTPGun.com. Go to the blog section and subscribe to that as well. Appreciate you all again. Thank you again, and train to survive.